Are you considering a debt management plan but are worried about its impact on your tenancy? In this video, we'll discuss how DMP affects renting and what you can do to secure a new space to rent whilst you're in a DMP. Firstly, it's important to understand that a debt management plan, or DMP, is an informal solution that covers unsecured debt like credit cards, personal loans and catalogue debt. Rent arrears, which are considered priority debts, cannot be included in a DMP. You have to keep making rent payments separate from your DMP, and your rental payments will be considered essential expenses when your DMP's payment plan is being drafted. If you're in a rented property and applying for a new space to rent, you might run into difficulties. The reduced payments you make as part of your DMP will have a negative impact on your credit rating. These reduced payments will show up within your credit file, indicating that you're making reduced payments towards your debt and will have a DMP marker next to them. When you apply for a new space to rent, the landlord might perform a credit check on you. And if they see that you're in a DMP, they could be apprehensive about letting you rent their property. This is because they will see you as a risk due to your DMP. They may feel that you might fall behind on your rental payments or might not be able to pay them in full on time. However, there's no law that states that someone with a DMP can't rent a property. If you're already in a rented property, a DMP shouldn't affect your living status. Your rental payments are considered to be essential expenses in the eyes of your DMP provider, and hence, when your DMP's payment plan is being written, some budget is set aside to help you pay your monthly rent payments. However, you need to calculate how much money you have left after you've made the payment towards your rent to see how much you'll have left to pay towards your DMP. There's a possibility that the money you have left might be so low that your creditors might not accept your DMP. If a landlord is not letting you rent a house due to your DMP, you can produce a guarantor or pay a larger initial security deposit. A guarantor is someone with a good credit rating that will step up and pay your rent if you fail to pay it at some point. Your guarantor could be anyone, such as a parent, a family member, or even a close friend. A larger initial security deposit might be required, which would act as security for the landlord in case you're unable to make your payments. A DMP shouldn't affect your current tenancy, but it could make finding a new space to rent more difficult due to its negative impact on your credit rating. However, you can take measures like producing a guarantor or paying a larger initial security deposit to help you secure a rented space for yourself. If you're struggling with debt, then a debt management plan may be a good option for you, but there are a number of other options available here in the UK. Some are free to use, others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the solutions available, then we've created a really great form that you might be interested in checking out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of your debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so that you can find out more and take steps towards improving your financial situation.